Hi you guys, my name is Cherita. Welcome to my channel. So, as you can tell by the title, today I'm going to be discussing why Manny MUA deserved to get canceled. Now, before I get started, make sure you click subscribe for new content whenever I post, and also do not forget to click the notification bell so that you are notified every single time that I post a video. So let's get started. So we have to go back from the beginning. Manny started YouTube back in when Manny started YouTube. And he, if you don't know, MUA, makeup artist, he started as a beauty guru. He is still a beauty guru. He became friends with other beauty gurus here on YouTube. So amongst those people, he was friends with Jeffree Star, Gabriel Zamora, Laura Lee, Nikita Dragon, and others. But those are the main people that we're going to focus on today. So we're going to jump forward to the brand trip that started the cancellation of Manny. So he was in the infamous picture. It was Manny, Gabriel, Nikita, and Laura. And, you know, they've got their middle fingers up and they're saying, you know, so-and-so is bitter because we're doing better without him or whatever. And everybody alluded to the fact that they were talking about Jeffree Star. So after that tweet went out and then was quickly deleted, all of a sudden, all of these racist tweets started coming out between Laura, Nikita, and Gabriel. And I know you're thinking, but what about Manny? Now, the only thing that they could come up with was this tweet where Manny said, "Oh my gosh, my Uber driver doesn't speak English." Which, I mean, yeah, that can be problematic, but one, he wasn't like, "Oh, this is America where we speak English," or nothing like that. It was just a language barrier, and he was pointing it out. He probably shouldn't have, but it wasn't problematic. It wasn't cancellation worthy. But yet, people are still saying, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe Manny said this, that, and the other." Okay. So honestly, like, what did Manny do? Actually, let's do different languages, you know, since language barriers, okay? We can do sign language. What did Manny do? We can do Spanish. Que hizo? I think that's how you say it. I'll even say it backwards. What did Manny do? What did he do? What did he do? So that wasn't even the beginning of, well, that was the beginning of him getting canceled. But then Jeffree Star, y'all faves, accused him of being a bad friend with no receipts. It was just, he's a terrible friend. He's a terrible person. Everybody went along with it. Oh my God, Manny must be a bad friend because Jeffree said it. And whatever Jeffree says has to be true. But there were no receipts provided. Hi, future editing, Cherita. Again. I forgot to mention that when Jeffree was out here saying that Manny was a bad friend, there was a YouTuber by the name of Messy Mark, Messy, yes he is, who decided to make a slanderous video against Manny and accusing him of just vile things, saying nasty things about him. And that video got like 50,000 views. So along with Jeffree saying, "Oh, Manny's a bad friend," you have this video with that was not credible by any stretch of the imagination, going out and people believing it. Then it became, well, Manny is a social climber and he used his friends to get his way to the top. Okay. You can call it social climbing, you can call it networking, whatever you want to call it. That's kind of what happens. And not that he has not done his work, but that's kind of how you make it. A lot of it is who you know. And do you guys know who the ultimate social climber is? Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star did not start YouTube until after Manny was established, until after Laura Lee was established. So when Jeffree first started, he had less subscribers than Manny and Laura and Gabriel. And what did he do? He befriended them. And then once he surpassed them, he was like, don't need you anymore. Nah, don't need you anymore. He did it with all of his friends. Look at the common denominator. But y'all want to sit here and be like, well, Manny social climbed his way to the top. Pretty sure Manny's not at the top. I mean, he's in a good space. He's in a great space, but he's not at the top. And I didn't know that collabing with somebody meant you were social climbing. I didn't know that's what a collaboration meant. I didn't know that's what a shout out meant, because half these people, makeup artists, drama channels, commentary channels, wouldn't be where they are without a shout out. So miss me with the, oh, he social climbed his way to the top. No, if you want to call him out for it, you need to call everybody else out for it. So for y'all to sit there and still, because honestly, there are people you can ask, why did Manny get canceled? And actually, I did ask this on my Twitter, and I'll leave some comments here. But a lot of it was, well, I heard he was a bad friend, or I heard he was a social climber, or honestly, I don't know, because a lot of people don't know. There was no reason for Manny to get canceled, period. And speaking of Jeffree and social climbing, I think everybody who did a collaboration with Jeffree after Jackie spoke her truth about him, I think every single one of those people owe Jackie an apology. Because basically what they were saying is, oh, well, we don't care. We're okay with Jeffree and his racism until Jeffree was no longer beneficial to them. And all of a sudden it was like, oh, well, I just never thought he would do that to me. Like, I don't understand how that makes any sense. It's just like getting a pet snake. We know that they bite. Well, yeah, but he would never do that to me. Okay. You guys look stupid who are out here still supporting this man, talking about, well, he's been nothing but nice to me. Well, of course, he has a motive of being nice to you. I mean, after he outgrew everybody in the makeup world, where did he go next? He went to Shane Dawson. Like, it's just not hard to see. Like, I'm just hoping these blinders I'm just hoping these blinders come off. And, another thing that I want to point out. I know I'm getting all over the place right now, but I've said what I had to say about Manny, meaning Manny should have never been canceled. That's the point of my video. Manny should have never been canceled. Future editing Cherita here. I did forget to mention that along with Manny not being problematic, he's one of the only YouTubers that did actually preview Jackie Aina's palette on his channel. So not only is he out here minding his business and doing nothing to get canceled, but he's doing more than these bigger YouTubers who are not supporting people. So, social climbing, think not. But I wanted to go back and talk about the brand trip that Nikita and Gabriel and Laura and Manny, I want to go back to that brand trip. So before that brand trip, I know Jeffree had been on at least a brand trip before, but I think in that picture, I think there's also a little bit of a subliminal message saying that Jeffree's not allowed to attend brand trips. And let me explain. You guys know I always have some kind of conspiracy, but Jeffree, whenever there was a brand trip, which there's probably not going to be brand trips for a while, thanks COVID, but whenever there was a brand trip or, some kind of conference, Jeffree was never there. And he always was like, yeah, well, I was invited, which he never provided any receipts for. But he always was like, yeah, I was invited, but I'm going to be in Michigan with Nate, or I'm going to be out of town with Nate. It was always something. But the funny thing is he's his own boss. So he can go to Michigan whenever he wanted to. He could have gone to hang out with Nate's family whenever he wanted to. But it was just suspicious how every time there was a brand trip, he was never there because he just happened to be out of town. I think he was blackballed from brand trips. And I wouldn't be surprised, because of his past like outbursts and just how rude and cold and manipulative he is to people. But that's just my opinion. So that is my video for today. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. That helps me out a lot. Let's have a conversation in the comments below and let me know if you think Manny was canceled for a good reason, or if you believe that he was canceled for no reason at all. And also, do not forget, you cannot support Jeffree Star and Black Lives Matter at the same time. Do not forget to link up with me on all my social media. All of that information will be down below in the description box. And until my next video, I'll see you guys later. Bye.